Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's History and Wargaming World. And I'm home from the convention. It's Tuesday, July 26th. And what do we have out on the table? Well, I had several board wargamers at the convention, and also a note saying that, boy, I wish I could wargame in Napoleonics. I wish I could wargame in such and such, or naval wargaming with sails and wooden ships and iron men. But the cost is too expensive, or I'm too old to invest in a new army. This video is wargaming on a budget. So we're gonna hit 3 topics. Just let this video go. Wargaming on a budget. So if you have a ton of money, you may not want to watch this video. But if you want to make a Napoleonic army, a World War II skirmish game using combat patrol maybe, or sailing game with Napoleonic ships, stay tuned. So here we go. These are not just about 15mm Napoleonic risk figures, but these are not the risk figures you get out of the box. You go to Amazon.com and you would receive for like $25 all of these figures in different colors. It's like a couple hundred infantry, I think 80 cavalry, and I apologize for not writing all this down, but just go to Amazon and type in risk figures and they'll pop up. So I got some of these risk figures from a friend that gifted them to me prior to his passing. So there you go. For 30 bucks, you can have a small risk army that you can turn into Napoleonics. And I've based mine for Todd Kreshner's Napoleon's Warfare in the Age of Napoleon. Okay, so you need terrain. That's really easy. All you have to do is go to your printer and print out some paper buildings. This Le Hay Saint was 1 page. I printed it out from the website. Just go to type in paper buildings and be amazed what you can get. And yeah, I'm not a super duper craftsman, but this is good enough for me. So we have a risk army for under $30, some paper buildings. Grab a few plastic trees off of Amazon for the scale that you need, and you can have a Napoleonic game in a weekend. And incidentally, these have just been spray painted. I keep saying I'm going to dab a little paint on their hands, faces, and hit them with some black for their muskets. But every time I get them out, I end up playing a game rather than working on them. Well, let's go look at the Napoleonic ships next. Alright, these came from Amazon too. They're really neat. These are not the broadside Milton Bradley ships. These come from Napoleonic Ships and Amazon. Just like the risk figures. And all you do is, they come in, I think there's 80 of them for like $20, $25. I spray painted them brown, put them on some wooden tiles, printed out some labels, and voila. Whoops, we got a French ship tied in with the Spanish. So, I have the entire fleet, Spanish, French, and British, for Trafalgar, for under $30. Now, I whipped this entire game up in a weekend, and I'm not saying this is perfect. There are so many great modelers out there. that the painting could be done much better. But I just threw this together for my son and I, Ethan. And Troy, my buddy Troy Heck, played a few battles of this. So all you need is a blue cloth and $30 or so on Amazon, and you're sailing for Trafalgar. All right, let's hit a World War II skirmish. It could be anything. Let's head over there next. So at the flea market at the convention, there was a lot of 54mm plastic figures laying around in boxes. So I do a lot of 54mm wargaming. I have been flocking on my figures. I just grabbed these Japanese figures. But you can easily build a squad of World War II Germans or Japanese against some Americans or British for really under $20, even on eBay, and do some 54mm figures. These figures have already been dunked in some kind of a wash. I will hit them up with some flesh for their hands and faces, and maybe brown on their rifles. Sometimes I send most of my figures to Jim Shaw for detailed painting, but these I probably would just zap myself. There's only a half a dozen or so. So that's it. I got these for $2. It was quite the deal. I bought several boxes of different 54mm figures. Now for rules. There are a lot of rules out there online for free, and a lot of inexpensive rules. And then there are more expensive rules. But this is a video on being on budget. So let's check out some rules. Well, A Gentleman's War. You can find these on Wargame Vault, and you can download them for like $10. And they cover from French Indian War sort of era all the way up to 1900. And I like these quite a bit. Combat Patrol requires some decks of cards, but the rules themselves, the introductory rules, are free on the internet. And you can go on the internet and just type in free wargaming rules and get some. And there's also several other YouTube websites that offer an awful lot. And Osprey has many online downloadable rules for miniature wargaming. Well, I think, I'm looking around. I think I covered everything. This is an extremely long video for me. It's sort of to help people that I'm sort of surprised how many people have left notes on my videos that I wish I could do Napoleonics, but the cost and the amount of figures I can't handle due to budget with gasoline. One person's retired, living on a fixed income. I bet for this could be a way to build an inexpensive Napoleonic army. And, maybe one day I'll actually paint these horses. But for now, I have so many things in the iron. Last but not least, the French Indian War Board Game Volume 2. I have not decided if I'm going to run videos of this game or not. I did videos of every scenario from French Indian War Board Game Volume 1. And overall, I got very few views, 30 or 40 views, other than Jumonville Glen. And that hit over 100 in a week. So my questions to you is, I'll be posting videos of Fort Frederick on Friday. And then August 11th through the 14th, I will be in North Carolina visiting the CSS Noose. Miniature wargaming wise, going into the fall season, I'll be doing a little round top in 54mm, the Battle of Waterloo with Risk figures, literally several hundred, I don't know, probably pushing 1,000 Risk figures. I bought several more bags. And let me know if I should do a naval battle video with the Trafalgar ships. So to Jack out in Arizona, and anyone else watching the videos, and John in the Sheriff's Department in Broome County, New York, I think that's about it. I've jabbered along enough. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and click subscribe and let people know about my channel. Thank you.